guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a sketchbook flip through, so let's get into the video. So on the first page I've got an illustration of Lily, and I have a video on my channel of me doing this. So I explained most of the things there if you care to check that out. Here I did a kind of seascape kind of thing. I'm not very happy how it turned out, so we're going to ignore it and we're going to move on. Again, not very happy how this illustration came out. This was a Remembrance Day inspired illustration, and what I learned from this illustration that I really need to practice side view profile. Did I practice in this sketchbook? No. I'll have to do that in my next sketchbook. This was a kind of abstract kind of illustration, but it's a jar, some sort of kettle, and it's pouring something in. I don't know. And it's smudged over here, but this was a Hughember illustration. So yeah, I kind of like this one. It's cute. Also, I was gonna leave this a bit plain, and then I felt like it needed something, so I kind of just put some stars in. They're really random, and I do it a lot. Here I have got me practicing. I'm trying to come up with a outfit for Lily for my final Christmas illustration. So yeah, this was a Hughember sketch. I did this in fine liners and pencil. This was again trying to come up with a outfit for Bella for my Christmas illustration. This is Ariane. This is a Hughember sketch because This is Hannah trying to figure out an outfit for her. It's an OC challenge that one of my friends gave me. I'm trying to get through this quite quickly, clearly. This is a sketch of Hannah trying to figure out again her outfit, because one page wasn't enough to figure out because I was really stuck on her. And this was for Christmas. I was trying to come up with how I was going to design my mum's Christmas present, and I came up with this kind of thing. Yeah. This was some outfits inspired by candy cane. This was another OC challenge given to me by a friend. These were some sketches of birds, and I had leftover acrylic paint from the OC challenge. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to use it off in a little illustration. I kind of like how it came out. This was some watercolor sketches. It's kind of watercolor pencil, and now just blend it out with some water sometimes. This is a painting of Freddie. I did this on the 23rd of November, and it is on Instagram. This is a painting of David Bowie, and I did this in January, and that's also on Instagram. This is a Hughember illustration, and I really like how this one turned out. This was some sketches with watercolor pencil, and this was another Hughember sketch. And this was done in like December. This was done in November, but like I love how I've managed to match them all. It's kind of cool. This is a drawing of Makara. I put it in Instagram, and she replied. Really cool. This was another Hughember sketch. This was a redraw of one of my best friend's art, and I really like it. This was another Hughember drawing. This was some more sketches and watercolor pencil, and this was another Hughember thing. This is where I started filling in the background instead of a character, and I really like how it looks. More sketches. This was a redraw of my old art. There is no video on it. I didn't film it. I just did it for my own fun. This is one of my favourite illustrations I've done in this sketchbook, and it's Lily. And I just love how the dress looks. So yeah, this is one of my least favourite. Love how they're together. This was for the 12 Days of Christmas. by this YouTuber. And the prompt was mistletoe, and I think it turned out absolutely horrible. And this was Annie Lennox, and I forgot to put a date. This was a gift again from the 12 Days of Christmas. This was because of my favourite illustration that reminded me of the live reaction Cinderella dress. So I tried to draw her, and I think it turned out absolutely terrible. I had problems with the line art because I didn't let it dry, and there were smudges on the page. It looks hideous, so we're going to ignore it. This was the third November illustration, and I really like how this one turned out. I think it's really cute, and I don't know, I just really like it. This one more sketches, watercolor. This was the 4th day of the 12 Days of Christmas, and yeah, I like the sketch, but kind of off what I was thinking. But anyway, this was me practicing with my fine liners, and I was just like colouring in some of them, and yeah, these are my original characters in school uniforms. This was the 5th day of the 12 Days of Christmas, gingerbread. I kind of like the idea. More sketches, again, 12 Days of Christmas, so excited. This was just an illustration of my OC Bella. These were a couple of days before New Year, and I kind of liked it. This was 12 Days of Christmas this night. This was my final drawing of the year, kind of New Year illustration. I like it, but also funnily enough, this is before the Christmas illustration. This is the 12 Days of Christmas. This is reindeer. I think I like the idea, but I really need to practice side profiles. This was a drawing of my OC Lily and her boyfriend. It's kind of cute. This was the 12 Days of Christmas lights. Do not like it at all. This is my drawing of a polar bear with light colours, and we're going to skip over that. I did a painting of a cup on a plate, and there's a little quote from Mary Poppins in it. That's why there's the umbrellas. This was again 12 Days of Christmas. This was cozy, and it's a living room. This is just some sketches. This is again 12 Days of Christmas. This is Christmas tree. This was a seascape I did on YouTube. So yeah, I think I quite like how it turned out. And this is cold. This is 12 Days. This illustration is inspired by a Regency era fashion plate. So I tried to follow the silhouette. I did change a couple of things, but I also kept a couple of things. It's not historically accurate, I know, but it was fun to make. Then on the next page, I made some drawings of girls in long dresses. I don't know why. And on the other page, I did some drawings of people in scrunched poses, because I tend to have a lot of my drawings just standing up. I was supposed to be doing more scrunched poses on this page, but I really liked that character I did in the top left, and I was like, I'm just going to draw more of that character. So I think I've created a new OC. So yeah. On the next page, there's some watercolour sketches. So it's done in watercolour pencil, but I never did a watercolour wash because I didn't want the page to warp. On this page, I have my final Christmas illustration. If you want to watch the video, it will be in the description. I am mainly happy with this. There are a couple things I would change, and if I did this again, there's a couple of things I would do differently, and I wish I could fix, but generally quite happy. Then I tried to go out a bit out of my comfort zone, and I drew a horse, and I did some different watercolour techniques. I'm quite happy with it. I might put a wash. I would have put a wash down, but this illustration, or multiple illustrations, was me following Drawing with Waffles video on how to find your art style. I will leave her video in the description and up in the corner somewhere if you want to check it out. Next page is just a watercolour painting,
some mountains and the sea or whatever, and I did transfer it over into a canvas that's on Instagram. And I did a 10-minute, 5-minute and 1-minute challenge and drew some shoes because I'm not very good at drawing shoes. Then I drew Lily doing ballet with a partner of some sort. This was quite fun, and no, I didn't have a reference, I think you can tell. Then on the other side I drew a teapot with the quote, "We're all mad here." It's like a kind of Alice in Wonderland kind of thing, you know, the tea party. Then the last page of my sketchbook, which there is also a video on, that was Lily and her dad, and the entire story is in that video. So that was my third sketchbook. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.